Good morning, this is your Biznation Bulletin with me, Henry Winter. And first, the light at the end of the COVID-19 tunnel got even closer this week. Following the news last week that Pfizer and BioNTech's vaccine was over 90% effective, fellow pharma giant Moderna have announced its vaccine had an efficacy level of 94.5%. What's more, Moderna's vaccine comes without the need for industrial freezers, as it can be stored at minus 20 degrees Celsius, balmy compared to Pfizer's minus 70 Celsius requirement. Although we didn't see the same mass outpouring of investor excitement as last week's initial vaccine news, markets built upon those gains. The Dow Jones Industrial Average, a key benchmark index for US stocks, climbed about 460 points on Monday to finish at a record high, surpassing levels seen back in February. The index is now tantalizingly close to reaching 30,000 points, which would be a huge psychological milestone for many traders. When people talk about a stock market index such as the Dow Jones or FTSE 100, they really do mean an index. That is, the index's level, a number of points, is a figure that corresponds to the index's starting or base level. So, if an index started at 100 way back when, 1 point is equal to 1% of the base level. Since a lot of indices have been around a while, 1 point might not mean so much now, but the idea is the same. As the week progressed, Pfizer reclaimed the limelight, though, announcing that its vaccine was 95% effective in its latest trial, and that the company would seek emergency authorization from regulators in days. But by this point, markets appear to become bored of the good news, with the S&P 500 closing down slightly on Wednesday. Airbnb has made a crucial filing with American authorities, and it's hoping to IPO as soon as December. The online home rental platform was founded in 2007 by two friends looking for a way to cover the cost of their apartment in San Francisco. Since then, the business has remained in the hands of private investors, but rumours have been circulating about a plan to go public, and it seems that day now seems closer than ever. In addition, with the filing, we got a chance to take a look under the bonnet of the company and see how it's fared against the challenges of coronavirus. Now, in 2016, they had an 80% increase in revenue from the year prior to almost $1.7 billion, and then COVID struck, and the 9 months before September the 30th, they only achieved a revenue of $2.5 billion, down 32% year over year. We don't know exactly what valuation Airbnb is seeking yet, but in 2016, it was valued at $31 billion. However, with slowing growth and the added side dish of a global pandemic, who knows what that figure is now? What a week for Tesla after it was originally left on the sideline when it became eligible to join the S&P 500 back in September. To be eligible for S&P 500 index inclusion, a company must be American and have a market capitalization of at least $8.2 billion US. It also must be highly liquid and have a public float of at least 50% of its shares outstanding. And if that wasn't enough, its most recent quarter's earnings and the sum of its trailing 4 consecutive quarters' earnings must be positive. Easy as that. However, on Monday, S&P Global announced that the electric car company would be joining the S&P 500 from the 21st of December. Tesla will be one of the 10 most valuable companies within the index, with a $386.8 billion market cap as of Monday night. Happy Christmas, Elon. And his presents don't stop there. Tesla's market price shot up about 13-14% on the announcement, increasing his personal net worth by roughly $11.3 billion. Given Elon Musk's 20% stake in Tesla, his net worth now stands at $117.5 billion, according to the Bloomberg Billionaires Index. Oh, and did we mention his rocket company SpaceX successfully sent astronauts to the International Space Station this week? Yep, he did that too. The gargantuan company that is Amazon has announced they intend to roll out a prescription drug delivery service. Amazon's first move into the pharmaceutical industry was back in 2018 when it bought PillBank, so this has been on the cards. This week's announcement, however, has rocked the pharmaceutical incumbents. Shares in Walgreens and CVS plummeted as investors learned who their new competitor would be. Since many people still rely on brick and mortar stores to collect their prescriptions, it's an industry crying out to be disrupted, but there are questions over how quickly people will be willing to adopt this new delivery service. Potential buyers will be able to view the service both on the app and website. Prime members will get free 2-day delivery, plus up to 80% off generics. But we can't help but wonder if this will raise an eyebrow with regulators who are already hot on the heels of Amazon for a number of reasons. And our final story today takes us to Wrexham A.F.C, a football, or soccer, team that most of the world had never heard of until recently. That's because Hollywood stars Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney are poised to buy the Welsh club for $2.5 million. 98% of Wrexham fans have voted in favour of a takeover by the Deadpool actor and McElhenney, who stars in the US sitcom It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. They say they want to make the club, which currently plays non-league football, a global force. They could do a It's Always Sunny in Wrexham spin-off. Nah. Or maybe their new shirt sponsor could be Fight Milk. When Rob McElhenney was asked on Twitter why they'd put an offer in to buy Wrexham, he simply replied, "Why not Wrexham?" Can't argue with that logic. Well, that's all your Biznation news for this week. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.